Warning: Buddhism can be suicidal. Many people have such a romantic opinion of Buddhism. They believe that Buddhism is a very peaceful and non-violent religion. It is just ignorance. There is an infamous story of the mass suicide of monks, recorded twice in the Samyukta Agama Sutra and Vinaya. One day the Buddha preached to a large group of monks on the loathsomeness of the body, saying, "Look at your bodies. There is no beauty in it, just dirt. It is a sack of bones. The body is unattractive and unpleasant. By meditating on this dirty body, you become less attached to your own body, and you stop seeing other bodies as beautiful. Focusing on its foulness will lessen your attachment. This body is ill-smelling. You are living in a filthy body, which is deteriorating day after day. The skin on this body is rotting away. It is disgusting to see and to touch. The flesh in this body is rotting away. It is disgusting. The bones in this body are rotting away. They are ill-smelling and disgusting. There are ill-smelling excrements in this body. The brain is rotting away. The brain is disgusting. The blood in this body is rotting away. Blood is disgusting. There is saliva in this body. There is mucus in this body. Mucus is disgusting to see. And there is urine in this body. Urine is disgusting. Then the Buddha, satisfied with his discourse, left and went into retreat for 2 weeks. Why? Did he not know about the consequences of his pessimistic discourse? After Buddha's discourse, the monks sat down under the trees and contemplated the words of their master. The more they thought it, the more they saw. Yes, there is no beauty in this body. Everything in this body is ill-smelling. And they became disgusted with their bodies and felt aversion towards them. Some took to the knife and cut their veins until all the blood ran out. From where did they get all the knives? Others, who could not do that, took poison. From where did they get so much poison? Some hanged themselves with a rope on the trees. From where did they get all the ropes? Or committed suicide by throwing themselves from the cliffs. On a single day, 10, 20, or 30 monks committed suicide. Another monk asked the monk Migalandika, "Venerable, please kill me. If you kill me, my robes and bowl will belong to you." Then Migalandika took a knife and killed the monk. Then he carried the bloody knife to the bank of the river to clean it. When he was washing the knife, a deity from Mara, the evil one, who stood in mid-air, praised Migalandika. "Venerable one, you will attain a lot of merits by helping the monks who have not yet crossed over to the other shore of Nirvana to cross over. And all their possessions, robes, poles, shall belong to you." Having heard this, Migalandika was thinking, "I will create great merit by helping these monks to cross over and to attain Nirvana." So he went around the living quarters and the meditation huts, holding in his hand the sharp knife, and he spoke to the monks. "Which of you who have not yet crossed over should I help to cross over to Nirvana?" All the monks who were disgusted with their bodies came and took up Migalanda's offer to help them cross by killing them. They said to Migalandika, "I have not yet crossed over. Please help me to cross over. I have not yet attained liberation. Please liberate me. I have not yet attained Nirvana. Please help me to attain Nirvana." Then Migalandika killed the monks one after another with a sharp knife until he had killed 60 monks in a single day. But to make the tale more dramatic, so that the lesson would be better learned, it is said that instead of just 60 monks, he killed 500 monks in one day. Oh, quite a lot of work. Not even in a slaughterhouse can they kill 500 cows so easily on just one day and with one knife. Their whole village stunk with the decaying corpses. So the people of the village got so upset at the monastery being full of dead bodies like a cemetery, they decided to stop their support for the monks. After 15 days, Buddha left his retreat and came back. He sat under his accustomed tree and looked around. Then he asked his attendant Ananda, "Why are there so few monks? Where are all the others?" Was he not omniscient? Ananda said, "They are dead." Buddha asked, "How did they die?" Ananda said, "Many of them committed suicide by talking to the knife. Others drank poison. Others hanged themselves from the trees. And others asked Migalandika to kill them with a knife." Buddha said, "Only that monk, Migalandika, who took the lives of others, will be thrown out of the Sangha community." Obviously, because those who committed suicide could hardly be thrown out because they were dead. Then the Buddha asked, but why did the monks commit suicide? And then he said, 2 weeks ago, you taught the monks that the body is disgusting. After you went away, the monks contemplated their bodies and found them disgusting. So many killed themselves, and others asked the monk Mikalandika to kill them. This is the reason why so few monks are here. You should give to the surviving monks a positive teaching to lift their depressed spirits. Buddha said, well, I will now teach them the mindfulness of breathing. Ananda asked, will that help them? Sure. Mindfulness of breathing is a remedy for excessive disgust with the body. When the Buddha had spoken this, the Venerable Ananda was delighted. But the dead monks were still dead. They did not come back to life with mindfulness of breathing. This reflects badly on the Buddha. After his disastrous discourse, he went into a retreat. That goes against the belief that the Buddha was a skillful teacher. It shows him guilty of the most shocking misjudgment. Could he not foresee the effect of his preaching? To explain that, the commentary says, when Buddha asked Ananda what had happened, he inquired only for the sake of getting the conversation started. Buddha inquired knowingly, not of ignorance. How nice, just to get the conversation started. The gist of the story would be thus. The Buddha recommended the practice of contemplation of the body as something disgusting, without giving any detailed instructions how to do that. The monks then practiced on their own, and in a way that lacked the balance of a full instruction. As a result, they became so disgusted with their bodies that they committed suicide. The tale of the monks' mass suicide is perplexing. It shows that the practice of the disgust towards one body can go to such an extreme that one commits suicide. The great disciple Sariputta said, this body is like the carcass of a dead corpse hanging around one's neck. I am disgusted with this foul body. I frequently contemplate the impure parts of this body, being ashamed and filled with utter disgust. Such spoke the great disciple of Buddha. Would you follow his teaching? Conclusion. Meditation on the body without proper instructions can be suicidal. This story about the mass suicide of the monks reflects a negative attitude towards the body and the acceptance of suicide in ancient Indian esoteric circles. But this story conflicts with Buddhist teaching. Buddhists know that if one kills oneself, one would not escape from being reborn in another body, even in worse circumstances. because one had died by violence towards oneself. This story survives in several versions, and this alone shows that they deserve a purpose and monastic training.